Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. And if you guys are looking for investment opportunities, undervalued ones, some of the best that I can find, click subscribe to the channel. You can see whatever I've got brewing up in my head on investment opportunities. Now, I was looking in the comment section, and I'll pull that up here. It says, Andy, can you talk about your thoughts on how life might change when gold is 10K and silver is $300 plus? I feel like many investors want this to happen, but at what cost to our country and way of life? Well, I'm going to pull up this guy here. You'll lose me, and I'll kind of make this a larger here. This is the M2 USD strength adjusted predicted gold price versus actual. And what you see is that the gold price is the yellow line, and that's going around here. And the projected price, which is the predicted price mean adjustment to the M2 ratio mid, max, and min. And what you can see is we are far below. The price of gold has never been this cheap in relationship to the money supply ever. So, I mean, this is the minimum since we printed all this money. The minimum's looks like it's 2,300 and the max is 4,000, according to this chart. Now, let me back out here. We're already living in the world of very high gold prices. They've already printed the money. And in history, if you look at history and you can see the gold line behind me, what happens is they print the money before they push all this money out before the price reacts. Gold is just accounting for what's already happened. So we're living in that world where gold should be far higher than where it is. Now, if you look at other calculations, gold should be 15,000 or 20,000. We're living in the world today of $15,000 gold. Gold just hasn't accounted for it yet. So it's already happened. All this stuff that we're talking about already happened. They've already printed the money. They've already sucked out the value of it. Gold just hasn't accounted for it yet. And you know what? They could be manipulating the prices lower. They could be. They could be holding it down until they say it's time for it to release higher. So the question, what does the world look like? We're already living in it. Just gold hasn't accounted for it yet. And it's crazy to think like that, because gold is just it's a laggard. It's not a leader in this particular case. If you look at that graph, now if you were to look at, like, say, the 70s, and let me see if I can pull one up real quick. Yeah, here we go. So here's one back in the 70s where it blew way up above the monetary base supply. And that one was a leader. It was a leader in the 70s. But if you look at all this stuff, if you look at the Fed housing starts, you look at how delayed we are on the housing starts. This price here follows the housing starts. So it is coming. It's a laggard. They print money first. It gets into the system. It kind of flushes all through the system, and then gold accounts for it. So, and looking at some of the other comments too, I know a lot of people, they think like this crash is just, it's going to happen. It already happened. The crash of COVID already happened. And it was a short-lived, short duration little like blip. I don't think we're going to have this big deflationary crash. That requires the housing market to just get absolutely decimated. I don't think that's going to happen. And I'll do another clip. I'll do another clip behind this one on the housing, the Fed housing starts, and showing you guys how things crash out. So I'll do that. So you guys, if right now, gold needs to account for the money that's already been created, and it's going to be far higher. And the life that we're living is we're living on borrowed money already. You can just look and see what we're doing right now, and that's the world of $10,000 gold. because it's already happened. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Look for a housing real estate video. I'll post it right after this one, and I'll talk about real estate and housing. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.